why isn't that showing? Interesting. Very curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Alright, so what am I doing? Okay. Okay. So why is the webcam not working? Deactivate, activate. Oh, is it because I actually have that up? Interesting. Let's see if it actually does have something to do with that. Yep. So it does. Okay. All right. Case. Let's save. Okay. All right. All right. So what happened? People want to know what happened. I fell asleep. My apologies. I did not wake up by my alarm. That was my fault. Okay. So let's do, I got to add the screen capture, display capture. Display one. Cancel. That one needs to be removed. Sorry guys, I haven't set this up. Thumbnail is because I overslept, so I was not able to really set this up very well. So I'm actually setting it up right now. I was not supposed to sleep through window capture. Is that the one? I want like a specific area. Okay, so nope. Why can't I show you guys the game? Why can't I show you guys the game? I just want I'm on OBS. I'm on a new streaming platform. Capture part of window. Select region button. I don't have that actually. It's way too old. Okay, can't find it. Oh, brother. Okay, give me 2 minutes, guys. that OBS filters? The source. Add a crop filter. I don't have a crop filter. Alright, so it's not there yet. So we'll just do a browser source. Nope, that's not it. Yep. Media source. Nope. I definitely apologize, guys. Window capture. Firefox, no, MIE. There we go. Okay. So we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay. Webcam. There we go. And then let's do, how's it going, everybody? So we're gonna put your guys's yep. Look at that. You guys are gonna be able to be shown. And I need to game capture. So let's add another window capture. There we go. All right, so let's window capture. Yep. So now what I have to do is that's where reveal is. Okay, so I need to, nope. I need to go like that, I think. Nope, so window capture. We're getting there, we're getting close there, guys. Firefox Live Dashboard. Okay. So alrighty, so let's take this and go down, 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 and then oh, that's interesting because I'm really just capturing this specific one. So can I crop this? There we go. Size. Oh, crop left. Nope. 0. So crop right 300. Okay, so window capture, properties, transform, let's crop right. There we go, perfect. We're getting there, guys. $350, 380, 40, 330. Bottom is 100. Let's see. Nope. Do 30. Crop left. Thank you guys for being super patient right now. And I will get your guys' messages on the screen. I'm going to do some of this stuff, and I'm going to also be recording. So set this up the way I want it to. We should be all good to go. So that's the way I want that one to be. And then this one, which is the window capture. Remove this text. Yep. So remove this. So what live stream is you guys are basically viewing exactly what I'm seeing. So what I'm doing right here is I am trying to edit this so that it works perfectly. So crop left 600, 500, 400, 450. There we go. 460. Yep. 50. Yep. Top is bottom is 40. Top is, let's see, 150, 100, 275, 300, 220. There we go. There we go, guys. And we have done it. We have done it. Perfect. This window capture should be below that one. Perfect. There we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Criminal Case. So, I'm super excited. Glad to see you guys all here. So, for right now, I'm just going to give you guys a heads up that we are just collecting stars. I did complete the first section of this, so that's basically the only thing that you guys will have missed so far. Alright, there we go. So that's recording, so I can be able to record if and when I want to. The desktop audio is not coming through, so you guys can't hear the game. You guys should. I'll bet you it's because, yep, it's because I'm not actually playing it, so. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Holy crap, I gotta go to work soon. So we gotta grab a bunch of stars, do a little bit of recording. Sorry this was a little bit of a test run, but I am very happy to be doing this, being able to see you guys. Let's see, so parrot, trumpet, octopus, trumpet, hot air balloon, hat, pocket watch, diving helmet, and a horseshoe. Perfect. So, what I want to do is figure out how many people are live. 67 people are watching. Holy mother. That's a lot. Thank you guys. I may not be calling you guys out individually, but I am definitely reading chat. Because it's on there. So the victim was Frank Vogel. Oh yeah, don't want to do that. So I'm going to grab some stars here. I'm going to record, and I'm going to try and get through chapter 1. So you guys should be able to see chapter 1 basically before it hits YouTube. So I'm still going to edit it and make it all nice and pretty, but this will allow you guys that were up early enough and wanted to be able to see it and join me to be able to view it a little bit earlier in live. So I will go into recording mode. In that case, I won't be reading from you guys as much, but basically your comments will be coming in the bottom right. I have some people that are moderators who, if you guys spoil, they can ban you. So, I mean, same thing happens on like any other streaming platform. The mods are secret. The mods are basically anyone that's joined me on Criminal Case in the past. So, the reason we did that is because those are people that I've talked to, and I know that they generally know who the killer is, because they end up getting spoiled, unfortunately. But I do know that they will be on to watch and check it out for me. Yeah, it could have been in another video. Again, I'll probably reiterate this a lot. I was supposed to wake up 2 hours ago and do this. However, it has been absolutely crazy, and I didn't get to bed last night till 11 due to work, so I accidentally slept through my alarm. No bueno. So I've got to rush through this. This is going to be a shortened version. I'm very upset that I did that, but I can't do anything about it now. So, Parasol. So I need to be able to just crush this stuff. Here's one of our mods. Oh, DuPont's lost, man. That was rough. Hey, Indonesia. I know it's 8 o'clock over there, so it's like nighttime for you guys. That makes a lot more sense. It's very early in the morning here. As you can tell, there's literally nothing around. Like, it's so dark in here. Octopus, pipe, bottle, baseball, dynamite, snail, and horseshoe. Hey, Lori. Yep, Father Gaming. I do. I am reading you guys. Honestly, what I'm doing right here, I would do for probably like an hour or two in the morning on Thursdays, and I do it by myself. So, I'm very happy to have you guys along with the ride and chatting with me, because it makes it a lot more entertaining for me. Close that, because I think I don't know if you guys could see, but there was some little tiny toys and everything around there. You guys don't need to see my crazy dirty closet where I jam a lot of his toys in. Flask. What's up, YouTube? Is life? Life is insane. It is work all the time, and when I get some free time, I play Criminal Case. So, I did it again. Okay. Hey, Amal. And by the way, it is really nice to have you guys on here. A lot of you guys, I do recognize you guys from the comments. I just, sometimes I don't have a chance to comment back to everyone, or even really just to respond to comments, but I definitely read them. I definitely do almost a retroactive look though, because so many people try and spoil my stuff, which is annoying. And I want that genuine reaction, so I won't read the comments till like a week later. Top 4 seasons of Criminal Case. That's a very good question. I think World Edition. Oh my gosh. Wait, what were the 4 ones? Am I missing something? I feel like there's only been 3 so far. So, anyways, I would probably do World Edition, Grimsboro, probably Pacific Bay and then Grimsboro. So Grimsboro is interesting because Grimsboro ended amazing. Their last 2 districts or regions or whatever you want to call it were phenomenal. Actually, maybe the last 3 because University was really good, but everything from University on, the team at Pretty Simple basically did a phenomenal transition from being a very dark scenes to a much brighter scenes. They included things were easier to see, easier to click on, so it was easier to kind of get engaged in each scene. And once that happened, it was phenomenal, and the stories started to tie together a little bit more. But there was a whole bunch in the beginning. You have to go, I think, through 30 cases if you're getting into criminal cases, which are a little rough for sure. So the fact that that is the case, I would dock it a little bit. And Pacific Bay kind of started off right on the right foot because they had learned so much with Grimsboro. So to me, it keeps getting better and better. And this one, they've changed almost the look and feel of everything because it's coming from a book. So this one, I'm gonna say I have high hopes for. It's gonna be hard to top World Edition just due to the amount of people and the great chemistry that we had. But you know what? We'll see. Who is everybody's favorite bureau agents? I've gotten a lot of different feedback from different people. DuPont's always going to be that really nice guy, especially in the very end. But in terms of the best bureau agent that came all the way through, to me, it's probably Jack. He's probably one of my favorites. Marina, though, she wasn't necessarily close with us, but she had a great story arc with her mother and just her background. Her and Jonah, I wish it were her and Jack, but Jack had Asal. Asal's another fantastic character. I'm very happy with what they did with Asal. I definitely like Sanjay. I'm gonna upload the case. It's 5, probably within 45 minutes. What I'm gonna have to do is record once I get enough stars to get the first chapter done, and then I will. I'll be going back to this now. Tomorrow, due to the fact that I was late today, tomorrow I will probably be getting on and doing a much, maybe a little bit longer, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to grab as many stars today. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Jack is definitely a survivor for sure. Let me go to my webcam, because let's see. I want to... Can I make it? Oh, I can make it bigger just here. So I want to make it bigger. There we go. Cool. Dude, Angela, man, it was crazy. They took her into a whole different direction. I mean, it made sense. It was just something I did not see coming for sure. Michelle. I loved Michelle. I wish she hadn't. She was a very good and loyal person for us. I always thought she had our best interests at heart, and I'm glad that I was proven right. Yep, that's the plan. Because I gotta be able, because when I record, I like to record in a straight shot. Jones or Jack, whom would you give up? Oh, Jones. Jones is a goofball, and it also could be because I haven't played Grimsbro in a really long time. But he's a goofball, and from Grimsbro, I would almost prefer to have Ramirez as my sidekick as opposed to Jones in terms of my favorite people. Let's see, so are you guys loading? Okay, cool. Jones or Frank? That's a good one. I might give up Frank for Jones. I mean, I think we all liked Frank, but he had his demons and stuff. I can't fault a guy for having really his demons. It's just one of those things that, you know, when we're dealing with him, Jones was a little bit more fun. Yeah, it'll be interesting for me to look at the, so I can look at the analytics to see who watched this live stream and what the demographic was. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what that demographic comes out to be. Because, like I said, right now it's 5 a.m. Not many people are up in the United States, and people on the West Coast, it's 4 a.m. So that's really early in the morning. Oh, McPrairie, I like the change of the avatar. Great job. So we know that DuPont's great-grandfather is here. Don't know if we're going to see any other correlation with past people, but it's going to be something that I'm probably going to be soliciting people for, because we're going to have a lot of last names that could possibly match previous suspects and or previous individuals. So that'll be something that I think will be very interesting. Yeah, let's try and keep it in English, guys. Sasko, please just keep it in English. More so because people that are going to read this back, I want it to be in a language that most people can grasp. So if you can do that, that would be great. Thanks. You know what would be great? And this is something that I think would actually get them a lot more users on the daily to come back, is to not have it so that the gamers can not skip any cases within a world, but be able to skip to a world. So if they want to play season 4, they don't necessarily have to complete the first few seasons. I'd be curious to know what their numbers are, and I can bring that up with them, because I know a lot of you guys probably want to play this, but you guys would have to play 3 seasons, and that just seems it took me a year and a half, 2 years. But for a lot of you guys, if you guys could log in and just play this season, I think you guys would totally jump on and play this game again. I think that's a good idea. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate you guys too. And that's what I'm saying. So, maybe we start a, I don't know what those are called, like what are they called? Called something like a change.org or something, and just get the people that play Criminal Case and see if they would all be interested in that. Now, a lot of us again are going to be a lot of us are going to be caught up, but there's a ton of you guys that are not caught up. Okay, so this is coffee pot, but it's like an old coffee pot, right? I don't even know what that looks like. Oh. Piranha. Mask. Gun. Oh boy, shrimp, crab, cat, human shoes. Yeah, all the way in Pacific Bay. I mean, I have no idea what their numbers are. So they have a bunch of analytics probably based on a lot of this knowledge. That's stuff that I don't have. And I'm not saying, too long to complete a case and get energy. I'm talking about just like being able to relive this, a new one, be able to catch up with people. I just think that would be an interesting way. And I have no idea what the effort would be to that. I mean, maybe that effort's insane. Turtle loot. Where's the garland? Spyglass. Dang. Spyglass. Shrimp. Chest. Clock. Okay, so the accordion, I'm pretty sure I've seen it somewhere here. Airship. White House. What's the... Oh. What's the most gruesome case? I want to say I played a case back in Grimsbow where they gutted a victim. Basically hung her upside down, gutted her, and let her like bleed out. That's pretty gross. Just in terms of like the visual. Okay, airship. Anchor, paddle, clock, parrot, axe, cat, swordfish, oh it's starfish, crap, octopus, spider, lighthouse, accordion, crab, bucket, map, fishing rod, there's the paddle, horse, grapes, swordfish. I keep thinking that's a swordfish. Keep misreading it. Snail. Oh, there's a snail. Starfish next is fish. Okay, thanks for that help. I appreciate that. So let me see if the starfish is next to the fish. Yep. For those of you guys who need to go to sleep, go to sleep. Oh, there it is. Good call, guys. Broom. Matchbox. Crab. Shoe. Horse. Sausage. Octopus. Accordion. Bird cage. Bread. I remember the dartboard being there. Chicken leg. Swordfish. Handbag. Olives. Spider. Rat. Anchor. Clock. Flute. I misclicked. Dang it. Bucket. Grapes. Harpoon. Hat. Chest. Pirate flag. Wine. Hammer. Starfish. Gun. Snail. Nice. 14:17. That means it's 2:17 p.m. It's military time. Paddle, beer, dartboard, okay, shrimp, hammer, lunchbox, shoes, sausage, bun, shield, hat, sword, grips, crab, chest, piranha, swordfish, fishing rod, neighboring wine, airship, onions, butterfly, saber, chicken leg, clock, turtle, bread, spider, cat, oh, trumpets, here, flute, ship's helm, horse, bucket, harpoon, starfish, rat. Yeah, there's Jan on the screen. Pretty cool. So yeah, give me feedback on the stream. I know again I was late. I apologize for that. Ideally, I would be doing this for like 2 to 3 hours. Today, I'm only going to be doing it for 1, and that's just due to me having to go to work. But the turnout here has been great. We now have. I was 2 hours late to this, and I still have 60 or 70 viewers, which is pretty phenomenal. Korean food course. So this seems to me like it's a success. I will do this from every case now on. I'll be curious to know what you guys think of it. If you guys are enjoying this interaction, I think this is the best way for me to be able to kind of connect with you guys with my schedule as it is right now, with work and Little Tiny taking up a lot of it. And if you guys saw the last episode that he was in, he basically takes my hand and walks me around, and he wants me to be with him and entertain him all the time, so I do my best. No, I spend money. Basically, I spend cash. I would really like to work with Criminal Case to send me cash so I could do it. But at this point, they don't do it, so I spend my own money. If I didn't have YouTube, I probably wouldn't do that. I would wait. But luckily, you guys all like and watch my videos, and when you guys do, you know, I get some money, so I take some of that and I basically put it straight into the game. So, and sometimes people donate, and when they donate, I basically put all of that money towards speeding up the case. So, if you guys have ever donated to me at any point, I've basically just taken that money and I've put it into speeding up the game. So I know there's a way in here to do like fan funding or something to where you guys can donate. Maybe even donates like pop up on the screen. I have no idea how that works on YouTube. I don't know if we even want to do that, but it might be something to think about. John's ex-wife. Who's John? Help remind me. We're using first names. I don't always know first names off the top of my head. Oh, Jones. Yeah, yeah, we never really got into her, but again, that was their first attempt, and I think that they would have included her a little bit more um, if they retroactively went back. I'm sure they would have, because that is kind of a loose end that we never really got to explore. Oh, almost got them all. Hello. Really? Molly O'Malley also being on Pacific Bay? I would love to remember that. If that's the case, we might need to do an elite mode case if there's ever a break in between cases. Not being very efficient on this one. Oh, hi Rosie. Oh, the best kissing scene was definitely between Amy and I remember that guy's name. I really do. Hello. Oh, are more people joining? No, we've had a slight decrease. So people are coming, people are going. Zombie characters would definitely be something. Starboard, horse, spyglass, trumpet. Favorite case from World Edition so far? That's a good question. I don't even really know. They were all so good. Some of the best cases were when people died, and I didn't really like that, but that's just the way it kind of came out. So anyways, let me... With 80 by 720, so that's like this. I've got to somehow... There we go, okay. somehow figure out a way, because now I'm going to record. Is that the right way? Yes, perfect. Alright, so we're going to record, guys. I'm going to go into serious mode. So, let's do this. Alright, folks, Pacini's Idiot, we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. We're going to be heading through. Now, I'd like to let you guys know that in the right-hand corner, I was live streaming this portion of it. So, you will see live people commenting in the bottom right-hand corner. Let's see if we can find this individual. So again, very similar to the previous way that we would find this stuff. Nope, you. Harriet Patrick. According to the immigration records, the girl name is Harriet Patrick. She arrived from Iowa less than a week ago. It's rather odd Harriet's trunk should be still on the docks, but it means she must have been around when Vogel died. We must talk to her once. I agree. I agree. So now we gotta talk to two of the individuals. Hey, Father, you recognize the victim as Frank Vogel, the head of Concordia's immigrant inspection facility. Did you know him personally? Well, other than seeing him at the old ale house, our paths crossed professionally from time to time, and as local priest, I've taken upon myself to ensure the well-being of new Irish immigrants. In fact, I was on my way to welcome the latest arrivals off the ship when I heard the commotion on the docks, and that's when I bumped into you, Senior Trooper Ace. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get to that ship. The newcomers have had a long journey. They'll be in need of a friendly face and some divine guidance. Well, thank you for your time, Father. I agree, Ace. If the victim often visited the old ale house, like Father Donovan said, then we should definitely have a look there. So I definitely should have gone his route instead of the other one, just so that I could have unlocked another one. Good afternoon, Miss Patrick. I'm Detective O'Malley, and this is Senior Trooper Ace. Oh, O'Malley, then you must be Irish too. Dietwit, Tahasas Orum Huala Le. Oh, I'm afraid I don't understand Gaelic. My parents are Irish, but I'm a born and raised Concordian. And we wanted to ask you a few questions about a certain Frank Vogel. He was in charge of the New Haven Center, and we found him murdered on the docks, next to your trunk. A man was murdered? I didn't think such things could happen in America. It's the land of promise, of opportunity. My cousin moved here years ago, and she never mentioned anything about murders. Well, don't worry. It's not like we stumbled upon dead bodies every day, Miss Patrick. Now, do you remember seeing the victim? I suppose I might have seen him while Daisy and I were waiting our turn at the New Haven Center, but I'm not really sure. But I definitely didn't see a murder. I just came back to the docks to collect the luggage I lost during my trip. Thank you for your help, Miss Patrick. Oh, and welcome to Concordia. So to answer your guys' question, I love the new look. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with it. I loved the Elite Mode case. I like what they did with that. It just takes too long to get the stars on Elite Mode, or else I'd play it a lot more. So yep, we learned that it's from America. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff right there. And since we already played the time attack, we basically already know where everything is. Bread, beer, and turkey. Boom. Oh, well, there's not a soul to be seen, Ace. Not even a bartender. Pity. I quite fancy some absinthe. But you're right, there's work to be done. You found a package addressed to the victim. How odd that he should have left it lying around. Let's have a look inside. Oh, and there's some kind of device. Yes, it's a cryptex, a portable vault to hide information. And I've seen these symbols before. They're part of a new code the Concordians are using to send secret messages to one another. It's a fiendish, difficult code to memorize, but Charlie has come up with a method to help us decipher it. I've no doubt you'll figure it out, Ace. And I've never seen a lock on a tobacco box before. Do you think you can open it? As for these broken pieces of metal, perhaps reassembling them might give us a lead as to who killed Frank Vogel. Let's make haste, Ace. Let's make haste. Gosh, I love this, man. I love this time period. Loading the people in it. What? Okay. Cipher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that's awesome. Cracking job, Ace. You deciphered the code on that device addressed to our victim. I have the foggiest idea what these numbers inside the cryptex refer to, though. 11, 5, 23, 550, 42. Luckily for us, the squad's archivist is an expert in obscure references. Let's send these numbers to Miss Holloway. Get to meet Miss Holloway. Gotta love it. She seems adorable. 9 hours. Thank you. Appreciate all your guys' support. It's been awesome. There we go. That's definitely not it. What am I thinking? That's definitely it. A snuff box. With the logo of the tobacco box has an inscription on it, Ace. It reads, S. O'Neill. With any luck, this S. O'Neill might have encountered the victim at this establishment. Let's question them. She's like winking. Alright, so let's do this. So according to the plaque, this establishment is owned by Mr. Walter Lombardi. The victim was regular at the tavern, then Mr. Lombardi would have definitely known him. He must be around here somewhere, Ace. Let us question the tavern owner. Hey, Mr. O'Neill, this is Senior Trooper Ace from the squad. We'd like to ask you about a certain Frank Vogel, head of the New Haven Center. Vogel? Never heard of the fella. Now, I'm having a hard day working down at the docks, so would you let me get back to my absinthe? Well, it's funny you should mention the docks, because that's where we found Lieutenant General Vogel murdered. Murdered? Oh, well, I didn't have nothing to do with that, Senior Trooper Ace. I swear. And you, didn't perchance see anything suspicious? Well, I'm afraid not. I spend my days unloading cargo from the ships. It's backbreaking work. The manual labor is about all us Irish can get here in Concordia. Well, cheer up, Mr. O'Neill. The American dream is not out of reach, as long as you stay out of trouble. Nice. They have 0 brothers. 2 sisters, both younger. Ciao, detectives. How may I help you? Mr. Lombardi, we believe a certain Frank Vogel was a regular at the Old Ale House. Did you know him? Oh, Frank? Certainly. He comes in every day at the same time for a pint of stout. Well, unfortunately, he won't be frequenting the tavern anymore. He's been murdered. But murdered? No, wait a moment. I do hope you're not suggesting there's anything untoward going on in my tavern. Well, not at all, Mr. Lombardi, but perhaps you might know of any enemies Frank might have had. Well, I haven't had a clue who'd have heard him. He wasn't like some sort of the ruffians we get in here, starting fights and the like. He kept mostly to himself. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Lombardi. We'll let you get back to work. Yep. So I'm on the very first case. We're going to speed this one up. Ace, I'm positively delighted to meet you. I'm Evie Holloway, the squad's archivist. Well, lucky you, Ace. You're one of the rare few who get to observe a Holloway in her natural habitat, the library. She loves books so much she hardly ever leaves the place. Yes, the library is my little sanctuary, although I must admit that this is the first time I've had one located in an airship. Well, did you manage to discover what the cryptex Ace sent referred to, Evie? Oh, the cryptex. Those numbers had me quite puzzled, I must admit. But then I found... I seem to have misplaced it. Just give me a moment, Ace. Was this what you're looking for? Oh yes, thank you. As I was saying, I had a breakthrough. Each publication in Concordia has an identification number. And 542 refers to the Concordian Gazette. 11 and 5 refer to the date, November 5th, while the 23rd refers to the page number, the obituaries. And interestingly enough, the only obituary published on that day was about a victim of poison. Interesting. So whoever sent this cipher to the victim wanted him to know that someone had just died from poisoning. I agree, Ace. That sounds a lot like someone was making a threat, which means it must have been our killer. But by doing so, they gave us a major clue. Our killer reads the Concordian Gazette. I shall add that to their profile. Nice, like Jack the Ripper. Except Jack the Ripper, his murder weapon was in the left hand. Oh, and I didn't do the first one because if I waited 30 more seconds, it would cost one less cash. So just try to save myself some money in the long run. Ace, this is Richard Wells, our coroner. Everyone calls him Dick for short. How fascinating. Dick, are you at least going to say hello to Ace, our new recruit? No, pleasantries are one of the foibles of the living, Madeline. They do not interest me. What does interest me, however, is this wonderful specimen you brought me. Lieutenant General Frank Vogel was poisoned with arsenic trioxide, otherwise known as the Inheritor's Powder. And to be frank, the man must have been a fool. If everybody took a little bit of arsenic every day to build up their tolerance like I do, people wouldn't be dropping like flies. Well, I did warn you, Ace. Richard is a little eccentric. Well, at any rate, given the levels of arsenic present in the body, I suspect that the victim was administered the poison approximately 10 hours prior to his death. The arsenic clearly rendered your victim too unwell to eat. His stomach was empty, apart from the faint traces of brimstone and lard. Together they make a topical ointment used to reduce the itching caused by the Pediculus humanus captus. That's head lice to you. But why would the victim have eaten that? Well, he clearly didn't do it on purpose. From what I can tell, the substance was ingested at the same time as the arsenic, which means it came from your killer. Huh, so that means our killer has head lice. I won't be getting too close when you arrest them, Ace. Nice. With all these sordid goings on, I haven't had time to give you a tour of the airship, Ace. I must admit, the novelty of it all never wears off, and the Concordian Flying Squad is the first police force to work from the skies, you know. I also haven't had time to brief you properly about the squad's mission, but I'm afraid I'll have to wait until after we've solved this murder. Well, it's good to see that nothing phases you, though. You've already identified some suspects in the murder of Frank Vogel. Met Father Donovan on the crime scene. He claimed there'd be there to welcome immigrants off the boat, but could he have been there to ensure Frank succumbed to the poison instead? And then there's Harriet. Could her fresh-faced, fresh off the boat demeanor all be an act? Ace, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I found the lead that will break your case wide open. Sounds like a plan. I love it when my cases are broken wide open. But anyways, I will see you guys in Chapter 2. This has been Pitching ECD. Over and out. So, why is the thumbnail Planet Coaster? That's a fantastic question. Why is it? Change thumbnail. I forgot to change the thumbnail. I'm not a smart individual. I apologize. Hey, I'm still learning. I'm still learning, guys. So, thanks for bearing with me on this one. It'll be a lot better. Oh, did I say next case? Oops. I meant to say chapter. Well, stuff happens. So anyways, guys, I got about 15 more minutes. I'm going to render this video. I'm going to still collect some stars. So, stay tuned. Alright, so bear with me for a second. I am actually going through and I'm going to be just editing real quick. What I can do next time is I can actually set up what I do in order to render, so you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing. But for right now, I don't have that ability. Just give me a second. It usually doesn't take me that long to render this stuff, or at least to set it up. Kind of got it down to a science. So you guys are probably just gonna see like my serious face. So while that's rendering, hope you guys will definitely know you guys will definitely be able to give me a heads up as to if anything like dropped in frame rate or anything. So unfortunately, I have to wait for this to render before I go on to the next case. So what I will be doing is, we generally have it takes about 5-10 minutes to render. So 5-10 minutes of rendering, I'll record, and I've got to flip and get ready really quickly. I'm going to have to fly. But you'll see, like, even right now, things take a little bit longer to kind of get through, and a lot of that is just because I'm rendering as well. I used to be a pitcher. What's up, Midnight? And yeah, let's make Concordia great again. Why not? Why not? So man, we've consistently had between 60 and 80 viewers. That's pretty amazing. That definitely tells me that we will be doing this a little bit more often for sure. For sure. What do I think of the new president of the United States? My thought is, give everyone a chance. During campaigns, there are a lot of promises. There are a lot of things said. I haven't been through that many presidencies, but I remember Bush and I remember Obama both making wide claims throughout the whole time. And then when it got down to it, they picked and chose a couple of things that they would actually get done. So I believe that he has a lot of ideas, a lot of radical ideas, and I'm not like necessarily a fan of any of them, but I'm gonna wait and try and be positive and hope that in the end his ideas, there's checks and balances within our system, so they'll end up balancing each other out. I'm generally a very positive person, so I do have a lot of energy. No, I'll unlock chapter 2 actually in probably like 15 minutes. I just have to wait for my video to render. By the time I can grab some stars as well. Tomorrow's stream will probably be like another hour and a half stream. And I'll set an event for it. My guess is I'll probably start it at 4 o'clock would be my guess. I cannot believe it's already Thursday. Holy mother, that's a lot. So much stuff's been going on in life. I've got 171 murders. That's insane. I've been doing a good job. You don't want to play ACC? No, but a lot of the time it's because it's 4 days a week. I play Criminal Case, and they're all new cases, and I'm always fascinated. But there's definitely times where, which is why I don't do Elite Mode anymore, where I don't have the time and the energy to play like old cases that I've already played before. But new cases, I'll make time for new cases. No, the energies, a lot of that stuff came from back in the first 2 seasons that I played this. I had like 3,000 friends before they changed my name. Because remember, my name used to be Ace Charming, and I had so many friends, and they would always send me energy and stuff. And now I don't have as many friends that play Criminal Case as I used to. And I just get so many people that add me, and it got to the point where a lot of people were adding me just to add me, and they didn't actually play Criminal Case. so it looks like we have a little bit more. Let's go there. So I should actually be able to finish this one off, get a little bit more of the spot the differences. Yeah, the burn texture does look nice. It's very leather bound look. I love it. It looks very, 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 very good, I think. So this is always the easy one because we've already played the time attack trial. It's always the way that I recommend that you play. Because then you just fly through this one. Oh yeah, I'm loving Maddie so far. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's do that. You need to calm down. Cool. Alright guys, let's again keep it in English. It's easier for me to read. I'm not going to interact with you, unfortunately, if you speak in another language because I am American and they don't teach me anything other than English. I know English slang, but that's about it. Yep, I think a lot of Indonesian and English or European, I think it's more so just due to the time. It's very early in the morning for a lot of people, or they're at work, stuff like that. But I will say that I do have a really nice viewer base in those countries. Check. That was my first meeting. Oh, 8:30, perfect. Perfect. It's actually not that hard to get stars when you get higher. In elite mode, they made it harder, but in the first 3 or 4 districts of Grimsboro, they're very hard to get, and they made them easier after that point in terms of needing less. That was a huge upgrade. They did that during Pacific Bay season, and that helped out a lot. I think it helped a lot of people out. Thanks. I wouldn't say I'm a great gamer because I play mostly like casual games, but I love casual RPG stuff like that. I'm not really into the first-person shooters. Yeah, you can watch ads, collecting burgers, all that stuff. So there's definitely ways to gain energy stuff. KOTOR was great. It's actually not that hard to do this while you're doing it. The setup took a little bit of time, but this is actually fun. Otherwise, I'd be basically like half asleep playing the game and like watching some other YouTube videos or something. Very few people that like I'm able to talk to like really early in the morning. Plus, that generally distracts me. What am I missing? Nabla. Racing games I like to a certain degree. I'm just not that great at them. I'm one of the most cautious drivers you'll ever meet, so playing a game isn't the best. I'm always missing one. I swear, the first time I always do this is always a little bit lower. I have seen Revenge of the Nerds movie. It was like an 80s movie, right? Alright, so we have nice. The weather is beautiful. Southwest of the United States is really, really nice. Arizona has really nice weather, especially now. It can get to be 120 during the summer, but right now it's like, 70s, 80s. I haven't really received any fan arts, no. I know I solicited them and asked people to kind of send them, but no one really offered a lot of them up. There used to be a lot of fan art that I used to see back in the day, but I don't know where that stuff went. Cool, so we're almost going to be ready to record or at least start chapter 2. Yep. Alright folks, Genius Idiot, we are back. Too long. Facebook, everything too long. Our office being it how it's supposed to be. Being it. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to do a recording real quick, and then I will upload the chapter 1 for everyone to see so you guys can see the beginning of it. And then I'm going to be heading off to work. So let's get ready for this. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Serious mode. Hashtag serious mode. Alright folks, Genius Idiot, we are back. Criminal Case on Facebook. We are playing Mysteries of the Past, case number 1. Welcome to Concordia. Let's head on to chapter number 2. Talk about being thrown into the deep end, Ace. You barely set foot in Concordia, and now you've got a murder to solve. We knew our victim was in charge of the New Haven Center, where all immigrants go to be vetted before they're allowed into Concordia. We've managed to establish some of his day-to-day routine, but we're going to need some more information. We want to know who could have harmed him. Ace, I found something which may be of use to your investigation. A report was filed yesterday morning, and it's about your victim. Well, quick, give us the name of the officer who filed the report. Ace will have a chat with him. Nice. So, heads up, I'm trying to do voices for these guys because I'm feeling it. Let me know if you guys actually like the voices. Officer Range, you filed a report concerning Lieutenant General Vogel yesterday morning. Indeed. I wasn't patrolling near Main Street when I heard shouting. I turned the corner to see who was there, but it was just Vogel. Whoever he was arguing with scampered off. Vogel declined to lodge a complaint, but I filed a report just in case. Well, thank you for your help, officer. If our victim was involved in an altercation on Main Street, then we need to take a look there at once. Wow. He looks pissed. He does not look like a happy camper. I feel like you guys are slightly biased, but good job on the thanks for liking the voices. I'm trying to add a little bit of a flair to this now. And if I can start with that, I can kind of get in the groove with if we can get kind of the groove with certain characters. I think it would be a lot of fun for us. And I did change the thumbnail. Maybe that's why there's now 100 people watching. Well spotted, Ace. These silver pieces could have gotten broken during the altercation with our victim was involved in. We need to put them back together. Well, and you're keen to see what's inside that bag? Have at that lock. I'm really liking Maddie as our partner for sure. For sure. Who's our other partner? I forget who's our other partner. You guys will be able to tell me who our other partner is. I forget. Well, this pendant is clearly of a religious nature. And look, there's an engraving on the back. Oh, so this pendant belongs to Father Donovan. But how did it end up here? Broken. Well, we better ask Father Donovan if he's the one who argued with the victim. Yep, so just know we have a mod in here, so if you guys spoil, you guys are gonna get banned. I'm loving the book of Mysteries of the Past. Holy cow, man. Such a phenomenal job. Nope. Ooh, that was close. It's gotta be that one, yeah. You might have managed to open the lock on that bag, but I'm none the wiser about what it contains. What is that thing? I know who can help us, though. Charlie. He's fond of contraptions of all kinds. No doubt he'll be able to tell us what that thing is. Nice. And that, my friends, is Armand Dupont's great-grandfather. Hey, Father Donovan, when you believe this pendant belongs to you, how did it end up broken? Oh, you repaired my pendant, Senor Brace. Well, thank you so much. I got into something of a college shangle yesterday morning, and that scoundrel broke it. Oh, and that so-called scoundrel wouldn't happen to have been Frank Vogel, would it? Well, I'm not proud of having argued with him, but I couldn't ignore my conscience any longer. That man was running the New Haven Center like a dictator. He had no concern for the immigrants or their well-being. He wouldn't even let me board one of the ships to read a dying woman her last rites because it was against protocol. Well, you seem to have very strong feelings about the way the victim did his job. He was no Christian in my book, and I even wrote a letter to the Concordian Gazette saying so. I see. Well, I hope you didn't forget that your holy book doesn't condone murder, Father. It sometimes does, but not for individuals. Anyways, guys,